Okay, welcome to phase 3 of Traffic Blueprints. In this phase, we're going to be all about SEO. This is going to be one of the most straightforward and abbreviated phases in Underground Traffic Blueprints for the simple fact that it's a proven formula that's going to be laid out here for you. As long as you don't alter it, change it, slack on following the instructions, you will dominate the search engines. This is the exact blueprint that many of our clients use to outsource. They sell this as a service. They approach Fortune 500 companies. They approach medium-sized companies. They approach people who have bad press, companies that have bad press. Sometimes companies get lawsuits and they have bad press on the internet. Companies use high-priced SEO companies will use these tactics to push that bad press all the way off of the first 2 pages of Google, way back into the 6th, 7th, 8th pages of Google where nobody will see it. This is powerful, and it should not be altered. You can improve on it, but do not change the core base of it. I'm going to be straight to the point. I'm going to give you the exact step-by-step formula you follow, and it's all about beating the other guy. So in this blueprint coming up, you'll see several steps that come up, and you have to scale it accordingly. So if you're in a very competitive niche and you see that there's a guy that has 10 articles here, that means you need to have 30, 40. This is all about blasting the heck out of the other guy. Whoever that other competitor is, you're going to completely, utterly dominate. This is where we pull the gloves off, and this is the underground. The guys on the underground are doing to just obliterate their competitors. There's nothing left. I mean, they don't just want to beat you a little bit by getting on the first page. I'm talking about these tactics will own the whole first page of Google. Imagine having every single spot on the whole first page of Google, or owning not only every spot for your keyword for your company, but owning your competitor's name as well. In other words, when someone puts the competitor's name in Google, you still show up for them on the first 1 and 2 pages. That's what I'm talking about here, and that's what we're about to go over with this blueprint. So the first step is to take over your competitors' keywords in Google, and we're going to do this by simply targeting their brand name. So if you have your own product or you're an affiliate, but this works best if you have your own product, you want to target your competitors' keywords. So example, if you're Nike, you would target you would go after the keyword like Reebok. Or if you were, let's say, an info product owner that focused on pay-per-click marketing, then you would go after other competing pay-per-click marketing product names. If you're, let's say, an offline business and you were a shoe store, you would target the geographical locations that support the other businesses and the other shoe stores in that area. For example, if you would say you were a chiropractor in Dallas, Texas, then you're going to go after a broad phrase like chiropractor. That's not going to put any extra clients in your chair or any extra thing like that. But if you were to look at chiropractor Fort Worth or chiropractor any other city that's within 50 miles of your location, then you can just dominate and be ranked for all of the keywords for that area. So I hope this is just by me mentioning what you're about to learn, the light bulb is going off for you. Because if it hasn't already, you'll see other applications where you can apply this. There are people who will charge a client $50,000 for an SEO contract. $50,000 just like this. Let's say for a chiropractor, and they'll charge them $50,000 for the year to simply dominate the first page for all of the target cities in the area for that, and they'll happily pay it because that beats any yellow page advertising out there. I mean, that's very targeted traffic, and they'll make a lot of money off of that, and they'll pay you for it. So how's this for a $50,000 phase in this course? I'm sure that you can see that's more than 10 times what you've paid for it. So this is a very, very powerful method again, and you don't want to take it too lightly. Make sure you grab a pen and paper and you take notes specifically on the details. I'm going to outline the system, but you need to implement the details and get that right, because this system is all about the details. So let's dig into this a little more. So it all starts with the keyword research, and we call this the competitor takeover, as you see here on the screen. Stop worrying about the long tail. I know the long tail is a phenomenon and everybody's talking about the long tail, but for this, forget about the long tail for a second and let's think about your competitors. By targeting your competitors' products, the phrases, their slogans, their jingles, their locations, you're able to capture highly targeted traffic from the search engines. And these people are already looking for the information that you're giving them. So this gives you a distinct advantage. So what you want to do right now is just go ahead and open up a note file, and or just grab a pen and paper, the same one that you were using earlier with the other modules, and just start compiling a list of competitive keyword phrases. So here's a tip, and then they'll walk you through exactly how what we do to get inside the head of our competitors and also see what their products are. You simply want to go to Google. You want to go to Google, and let's just look at an example of this. So here we go. Let's say we were learning Spanish, okay? And I put in Google learn Spanish. What I would do if I was trying to dominate this niche, I would go and I would get all of these competitors. So we have Rosetta Stone there, we have Fluence there, we have Rocket Languages here, Skype Spanish Class here, Synergy Spanish there. I would just grab all of these and I would put them, and look at the PPC advertisements all the way down. I mean, you can go, down here and view all the advertisements. This is your list. This is your list of other offers within that niche that you can, we can add to your keyword list. So look for specific domain names that are being used, as well as the actual product name, and then just keep adding them to the list. The domain name isn't always going to be the product name. Like Rocket Languages isn't the name of Rocket Spanish. Rocket Spanish is the product. That's a main keyword that you would want. I know for a fact because that's in ClickBank and it's called Rocket Spanish, but they have all of these different languages on this site. So that is definitely what if I was having a Spanish project, I would definitely target Rocket Spanish. I would probably even target Rocket Languages. Now, if you're an info product owner, you can also simply just go to clickbank.com and go to the marketplace. And if you're watching this course, more than likely you've used ClickBank before, and enter the broad keyword phrase. So it would be learn Spanish or something like that, and then just sort by the most relevant. And you'll be able to take out those that are in there as well. You just want to keep track and put those on your note. Forget what the gurus tell you. Do not shy away from phrases that have high competition. The only reason they have high competition is because those phrases makes darn good money. That's exactly the ones you want to target. The more competition, the better, as a matter of fact. I know that sounds like another language to you, but compared to what other gurus are telling you. But the more competition, the better, because we'll show you, it's a surefire way of dominating the competition so that you can literally take over any market you choose, any market. And I'm not being sarcastic with this. It's every market. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be free all the time. But it is doable, and it's doable with a proven plan. So if you want it, it's yours. It's just a matter of applying the system that you're about to learn. For the best results, this is what I suggest. Unless you are really want to just go overboard with this, but I strongly recommend only targeting one keyword phrase per campaign that you run. And by I mean campaign is I'm saying while we're in here, and I'm going to show you all these steps right here in our Underground SEO Blueprint. All the steps in the Underground SEO Blueprint, I suggest you start with one keyword. So if we were targeting Spanish, and I saw Rocket Spanish was my main competitor, because they're in Google and they're everywhere else, I would definitely go after the Rocket Spanish keyword first. I would pick that keyword, lock my targets on, and get ready to dominate for my competitor's word. So go ahead and find your words that best fit for your competitors, whether you're an offline marketer, whether you're an online marketer, an info product marketer, or you're selling a service or a consulting. Find your competitor, get the word that you're going to go for, and let's move on to the Underground SEO Blueprint.